It's wonderful to be a woman. Not a few women, including myself, grew up feeling self-conscious and insecure, believing that women are weaker and more disadvantaged than men. This belief unintentionally made it hard for me to accept and love myself. I constantly sought love and approval from everyone around me. I gradually became fragile and dependent. Until one day, I realized that feeling disadvantaged and miserable as a woman was just a thought, and thoughts can always change. When I began to change my thoughts, my emotions and actions changed too. My health, work, and relationships slowly shifted in a more positive direction. I started attracting people with similar mindsets. We enthusiastically shared, celebrated, and developed the beautiful qualities of femininity. It all began with me changing my mindset. Women are wonderful. I am so lucky to be a woman. I love my body. One of the biggest issues women often face is insecurity about their bodies. I used to criticize myself until I realized that judging my body not only didn't make me prettier or healthier, but it also made me ugly, irritable, and rude. Focusing on my flaws only made me despise my body more. All my efforts in exercising, beauty routines, and dieting never yielded lasting results because the motivation for change didn't come from love. Imagine someone constantly criticizing you, calling you ugly or incompetent, but then demanding you be kind, charming, and do everything they want. You'd find that incredibly unreasonable, wouldn't you? So why do you expect your body to become charming and beautiful according to your wishes when you constantly criticize it? That's impossible. The body only changes for the better with love and acceptance. I accept my body. I love my body, and my body responds positively to that love. All my emotions deserve to be cherished. Every emotion brings meaning and lessons to me, like the ceaseless waves of the ocean. Resisting emotions is futile. I have the ability to welcome, feel, and learn the lessons I need to learn. I don't need to run away or resist. Every emotion is an opportunity to understand myself better. The more I understand myself, the more confident and stable I become, allowing me to ride the big waves with peace. Emotions are my wonderful teachers. I am grateful for every emotion that comes to me. I love my femininity. I allow myself to feel and express my femininity in safety, freedom, and comfort. I don't need to force myself to be strong when my true strength lies in relaxing and letting go. I love my soft and gentle femininity. I love my period. I comfortably embrace it when it comes. I allow myself to relax, rest, nourish, and care for my body with wholesome foods. I make friends with my period. I make friends with my body. I love my sensitivity. Thanks to my sensitivity, I quickly understand the signals from my body, telling me what is good and not good for me. I am grateful for the sensitivity within me. Intuition is a priceless gift for women. Intuition always guides me to what's best. The times I've made mistakes were when I didn't trust and follow my intuition. I learn from these experiences. I choose to trust my intuition instead of listening to others. My intuition is always right and good for me. I love my creativity. Creativity is the beauty of the feminine essence, transcending boundaries and rules, freely transforming with a myriad of colors. The creativity within me brings new things to this world. I love my creativity. I release all habits of criticizing and judging myself. Criticism and judgment never bring positive change. I understand this and am ready to change. I have a habit of complimenting myself every day, even for the smallest things. Women are very generous with compliments to others, but tend to be stingy with themselves. When you receive a compliment, instead of immediately rejecting it or trying to find a compliment to return, try taking a deep breath, accepting the compliment, feeling the joy spreading deep within your heart, and letting a genuine and sincere thank you and smile naturally escape from you. Compliment yourself every day. Perhaps at first you'll feel silly or awkward, but every new habit is like that. It feels strange at the beginning. Just keep going, and after a few days or weeks, you'll find that complimenting yourself is very normal and pleasant. Complimenting yourself daily helps you become more confident, joyful, and lovely. You'll realize that the most important compliment you've longed for all this time doesn't come from your lover, parents, friends, or teachers, but from yourself. I am patient and gentle with myself. I allow myself to rest. Women's biological rhythm is very different from men's. I used to force myself to live according to a male rhythm, and the result was that I always felt tired, irritable, and anxious. When I started learning about the differences between male and female bodies, I understood that it wasn't because I was weak or incapable, but simply because I wasn't living in alignment with my body's design. Women need more rest than men to balance their hormones. When hormones are balanced, women are joyful and healthy. When hormones are imbalanced, we get sick and tired. I respect my body and allow it to function according to its needs and capabilities. I love my body. Making friends with other women becomes easier when I know how to befriend myself. When I focus on loving and befriending myself, I don't have time to envy or judge others. On the contrary, I want to connect, love, and support everyone. The way I love myself is the way I love everyone else. I let go of the habit of comparing myself to others. I focus on cultivating and loving myself more each day. I love my inner child. My inner child is allowed to be present, speak up, and play. At least once a week, take time to connect, hold hands with your inner child, and play together. My masculine and feminine energies are balanced and harmonious within me. I know what I need to do. Thinking, I don't know what to do, doesn't help you know anything more than confusion and anxiety. Instead, start telling yourself, I know what I need to do, and let new ideas come to you. Focus on what you want and stop talking about what you don't want. I am financially independent. Whether single or in a relationship, financial independence helps you feel more confident. When you are confident, you also become more charming and approachable. I can be financially independent. I can take care of myself. I can have the life I desire. I am healthy, beautiful, and lovely. I can ask for and receive help when needed. I don't have to do everything alone. I always make time for myself before caring for others. I am not obligated to take care of or make anyone happy but myself. Everything I do for others is voluntary, stemming from love, not because I have to, but because I want to. My happiness is my responsibility, not anyone else's. I have healthy boundaries. I respect my boundaries and everyone else's. Others also respect my boundaries. I can say no when I want to and feel completely comfortable with it. I have all the resources to have a healthy, happy, successful, and fulfilling life by my own definition. I accept the differences in myself and everyone else. I allow myself to live the way I want, and so do others. I always take time to breathe and meditate every day. This habit helps me listen to my intuition better, master my emotions, and make the best decisions for myself. I nourish my mind and body with the healthiest and cleanest foods possible. Thanks to this, my body becomes increasingly healthy, flexible, light, graceful, and beautiful. My mind becomes clearer, and my intuition sharper. I like to move my body. Movement helps me detoxify and boost my metabolism. Thanks to this, I feel healthy and full of life. Creative ideas come to me after every movement session. I don't need to confine myself to one exercise method. I use the creative gift of femininity and move in many different ways. I can dance, jog, walk my pet, hike, swim in the sea, swim, practice yoga, jump rope, or do anything else I enjoy. The wonderful thing about being a woman is the freedom of emotional flow. My emotions constantly change. Thanks to this, I gain a multi-dimensional understanding of myself and others. I have the ability to empathize with all things in the universe through the flow of emotions within me. I love and cherish my emotions. When negative emotions arrive, the gentle and benevolent motherly instinct within me awakens. I allow those emotions to be present, to speak within my body. I listen without intervening, analyzing, or judging. I just listen, embrace, and comfort. Miraculously, after each time, those emotions gradually become lighter, merging with me like relieved children after venting, collapsing into their mother's arms. Love embraces my negative emotions. I accept the child within me. I accept the child within my mother, within my grandmother, within the women around me. Sometimes we forget that adults were once children. When we understand what those innocent children went through to become the versions they are today, we will find it easier to empathize, connect, and love each other more. I am always loved and respected. I am always safe wherever I go. Safety or danger always originates from one's own consciousness. Have you ever wondered why some people constantly encounter bad luck and others continuously experience good fortune? The difference lies in belief. When you are always worried and afraid, you are telling the universe, "These are the feelings I want," and the universe will bring exactly those things to you. worry cannot prevent danger. I'm not saying you should be careless. Being aware of where you are and whom you are meeting is extremely important, but focus on the things you want to experience. The law of attraction is always at work, whether you are conscious of it or not. Be careful with your thoughts and choose thoughts that make you feel safe. I am always protected and safe everywhere I go. Everywhere I go, I meet kind and lovely people. Everything is always well in my world. I am so lucky to be here. The only person I need to please is myself. I love men. Many women have a bad impression of and even hate men, then wonder why they are still single. You cannot hate someone and expect them to love you. You cannot hate men and want men to love you. When you have bad thoughts about men, the only thing you attract are bad men. Clearly, there are very good men alongside very wonderful women. So, what's the difference between you and those other women? I used to ask myself that question after many dating failures. Then I realized the fault wasn't with the people I met, nor with myself. It was simply that I didn't understand the law of the universe. The more I focused on thinking and talking about something, the more of it I would have. I started changing my thoughts and the way I spoke about men, and miraculously, I began attracting polite, successful, humble, kind, respectful, and sincere men I couldn't have met before, no matter how hard I tried. It all changed with my thoughts, and I was ready to change. Men, like women, deserve to be loved and respected. I love the men on this earth. I love this world. I am free to love anyone I want. I can pursue my dreams. I believe in myself. I can do it. I can change. I am incredibly brave. I am very confident. I am satisfied with my current life. I am grateful for everything I have. The body is a mirror reflecting the inner self. The more beautiful the inner self, the more kind-hearted, beautiful, radiant, and naturally glowing the appearance. The more time I spend nurturing, connecting, and transforming fears into love within myself, the more peaceful and happy I feel. The time spent nurturing my inner self is my favorite time of the day. My inner self is peaceful and happy. I attract people with peaceful and happy inner selves like mine. You cannot truly love anyone until you love yourself. A relationship lacking self-love is merely codependence. When one or both depend on the other's emotions, fearing abandonment, they try to excessively please or control the other. That is not love. That is a manifestation of the absence of love. True love does not involve feelings of control, fear, jealousy, or suffering. Freedom, happiness, fullness, completeness, boundless altruism, that is love. Opening your heart to love others becomes easier as you increasingly love and cherish yourself. The single phase is the best time to cultivate self-love and heal past wounds. Time cannot heal anything without understanding and right action. I learn and study knowledge about self-love and healing. I give myself time to heal, let go, and grow. I don't rush into a new relationship when I haven't healed from the past. That is an act lacking love and respect for myself and others. The next person deserves the best from me, and so do I. I always prioritize time for myself when I'm in a relationship. My body is only truly satisfied when it receives attention and love from me. When I start feeling abandoned or lonely, I will check in with and love myself before asking my partner to do so. Loving myself is my responsibility, not my partner's or anyone else's. I let go of the habit of tormenting myself after every mistake. A mistake is just another name for something that isn't right for me. I need to experience what isn't right to know what is right for me. This is a very normal, gentle, and healthy growth process that everyone needs to go through. Blaming myself not only delays the process of learning and self-improvement, but also creates psychological, mental, and physical harm. No one can progress positively by blaming themselves. I am ready to embrace mistakes, take responsibility, learn from them, and find better solutions for next time. I forgive myself, and I have been forgiven. I am ready to welcome the perfect partner for me. Make a list of the qualities you want in a partner. Then, see how many of those qualities you already possess. You may need time to adjust and befriend yourself before meeting this person. I love my imperfections. I attract people who love me just as I am. The way I love is also the way others love me. When I scrutinize and get annoyed by my flaws, I also encounter people who like to judge and criticize me. After I decide to love and accept myself, those who often judge gradually leave my life, and new, sincere, lovely, and respectful friends appear. They make me feel valuable and accepted. We talk about each other's flaws with love and humor. I love myself, and so does everyone else. I don't need to be perfect to enter a relationship. I am ready to change and grow in this relationship. When I first heard this statement, I was incredibly moved. I realized all my efforts to develop myself at that time stemmed from the belief that I only deserved to be in a relationship when I was truly stable. And right now, I wasn't stable. But when is truly stable? And what does stable even mean? Just like when starting anything new, we can never be 100% sure we're ready, because if so, we'd probably never do anything. And if I were truly 100% stable and perfect, I probably wouldn't need anyone else. At that moment, I understood that it's because of our imperfections that we connect with each other, support, and help each other grow. Because we are imperfect, we still need each other. I am always worthy of love, and I am ready for a beautiful relationship. I love the differences in my partner. Every day, I discover something new about them. Thanks to this, I learn a new perspective and become more accepting of differences in everyone. I am grateful for the lovers who have been, are, and will be in my life. Each person is a unique embodiment of love, even if sometimes very different from my perspective. Thanks to them, I know more clearly what I like and dislike. I see more clearly what level of consciousness my heart is at when attracting this type of person. Thanks to this, I become clearer about my expectations for a future partner. I can be successful, capable, and have a fulfilling emotional life. I don't need to choose or sacrifice. When I love myself, everything I need will come to me naturally and easily. Love does not choose one over the other. Love encompasses everything. As long as I am in love, I will have everything. I am a loving and trustworthy partner. Motherhood is a sacred gift for women. I have an incredibly wonderful and magical birthing experience. When pregnant, talk to your child. Your child loves to listen to you speak. Tell your child what you want their birthday to be like, how smoothly and easily everything will go, and that you will have an unforgettable experience. My body is incredibly healthy during pregnancy and recovers quickly after childbirth. I love my body. Everyone is born from a mother's womb. The greatest figures and saints in history were all born and nurtured by women. Women are invaluable gifts, indispensable life on this earth. Women are the embodiment of unconditional love. I am so lucky to be a woman. Thank you to all the women who have been, are, and will be present on this earth. Thank you, thank you, thank you.